In this video, learn how to take the onboarding exam required by ProctorTrack through Regina. Onboarding exams are required to be completed in order to create a ProctorTrack profile. This exam needs to be completed before the actual exam. Please note that it can take ProctorTrack up to 48 hours to review your onboarding exam, so it is important to complete the onboarding exam well in advance before the class exam. First, open a web browser. Navigate to regina.illinoisstate.edu. Click the Sign In using Central Login button. Enter your ULID in the Username ULID field. Enter your password in the Password field, then click the Sign In button. This will open your RegiNet page. Navigate to the course in RegiNet for which you need to complete the onboarding exam. On the left side of the screen, scroll down until you see the ProctorTrack tab. Click on this tab. Do not click on the Tests and Quizzes tab. It is important to click the ProctorTrack tab to ensure that your onboarding exam and other exams will be proctored through ProctorTrack. Make sure to click the ProctorTrack tab. Clicking the ProctorTrack tab will open your ProctorTrack dashboard. Locate the onboarding exam and click the Go to Test button. On the screen that appears, scroll down to the bottom of the screen. Click the checkbox next to the phrase, "I have read, understand, and will adhere to the required environment guidelines." This will activate the Go to Next Step button. Click this button. ProctorTrack will then prompt you to download ProctorTrack. Click the Download ProctorTrack button on this screen. A new page will display containing another Download ProctorTrack button. Click this button. If you're using Chrome, the ProctorTrack.exe download file will appear in the lower left of the screen. Click this file to launch ProctorTrack. This will open ProctorTrack. The message "Connection Successful" will be displayed. Next, an agreement policy will be displayed. Click the checkbox next to "I confirm my consent, agreement, and acknowledgement as described below." This will activate the Start System Check button. Click this button. The message "Select Camera and Microphone" will be displayed. Confirm that the correct webcam and microphone that you are using are selected, then click the Confirm button. Use the drop-down menu and/or refresh button to select and find a different webcam or microphone. ProctorTrack will then check your system to make sure you have everything in your laptop or computer that you need open in order to take the onboarding exam successfully. A blue check mark will appear next to each component if it is found to be sufficient for use during a proctored exam. If ProctorTrack finds that you have a program or application open that should not be open during a ProctorTrack exam, it will open a pop-up window with the applications that should be closed, along with a red X next to the term System. Once you close out of the application, the red X will turn into a blue check mark, and this process will be completed. After checking your system, ProctorTrack will next scan your face for your ProctorTrack profile. Click the Scan button to start the scan. Follow the instructions on your screen so that your camera can scan your face. Once the scan is completed, you can verify your scan on the next screen. Click Yes if you are satisfied with your image with your face clearly visible and properly lit. Click No if you are dissatisfied or your face is not clearly visible or properly lit. This will allow you to re-scan your face. Next, ProctorTrack will display directions on how to scan your ID. Read the instructions, then click the Next button. In the space that appears on the screen, hold your ID up to your camera and center it in the space provided. Click the Scan button. ProctorTrack will then display an image of your scanned ID. Click Yes if you are satisfied with the scan and the text on your ID is readable. Click No if you need to rescan your ID so that the text is readable. A message will display titled Exam Guidelines. Read through the guidelines to learn what is and is not allowed when taking the onboarding exam. Once you have finished reading the guidelines, click the I agree, let's begin button. A new page will display with a pop-up window titled Exam Password. Click the Copy button. Then click the Close button. The password will automatically copy into the assessment password field, so there is no need to paste the password. Click the Begin Assessment button. This will open your onboarding exam. Answer the questions in your onboarding exam. Please note that you are being recorded via your web camera in the lower right of the screen. If you find that you are experiencing technical difficulties with ProctorTrack during the exam and would like to speak to a ProctorTrack support person, click the chat icon on the upper right of the screen. This will open a chat window that will immediately connect you to someone from the ProctorTrack support team, not the Technology Support Center at ISU. Use this chat window to type in your question or concern. Once you have completed your exam, click the Submit for Grading button at the bottom of the screen. This will open a new page stating that you are about to submit your answers to the exam. Click the Submit for Grading button to submit your answers. Click the Previous button to return to the exam. Once you have submitted your exam answers, click the End button at the upper right of your screen to end proctoring. This will bring up a pop-up window titled End Proctoring. If you are satisfied with the answers you provided in your exam and are ready to finish being proctored by ProctorTrack, click the checkbox next to Yes, I have completed and submitted my test, then click the End button. If you would like to return to the exam and change your answers, click the Back to Test button. This will return you to the exam. After you click the End button, a closing ProctorTrack window will appear, counting down until the monitoring will end. Next, ProctorTrack will display a progress circle so that you can view the progress it makes uploading your completed onboarding exam. Once it has successfully uploaded your exam, the message Uploading Completed will be displayed. Click the Quit App button to turn off ProctorTrack so that you are no longer proctored. Click the Uninstall button to uninstall ProctorTrack from your computer. Here are some tips to keep in mind as you take your onboarding exam. Make sure you have a solid internet connection. If possible, use Ethernet to remove the risk of losing wireless access in the middle of the exam. Everything will get shut down while the onboarding exam is being taken. Make sure to save everything you have open just in case the program is shut down. Some examples of programs that get shut down include the following: Microsoft Programs, Notepad, Sticky Notes, other browser tabs, music players, video players, and the snipping tool. You will need to take the onboarding exam again if you use a different computer than the original computer you used for the onboarding exam so that ProctorTrack can check your new system. If you have any questions about your onboarding exam or the results of the exam, please contact your professor. If you have any technical questions regarding ProctorTrack, please contact the Technology Support Center. You can give them a call at 309-438-4357, email them at supportcenter@ilstu.edu, or submit a ticket at ithelp.illinoisstate.edu. You can also use this website to open an online chat with someone from the Technology Support Center.